and I can walk around, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. I messed up the original one somehow. I'm still learning. You know what I mean? Like it's like weird because it's like almost before you join. Like when I'm waiting for you to join, we're like almost in like a little lobby,
Oh
and there's
yeah.
a button to hit like go live, and I hit the go live button before you joined, and now I wasn't sure if you're going to be able to join.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just 86'd it all, and messed it all up. Of course, I'm good at that, but
For sure. How you been?
oh, been good, man. Been good. Been just trying to get things going, and not
Yeah.
live on the streets.
You moved everything to your house, right?
Yeah, yeah. I got a 2,200 square foot shop here, so yeah,
I'm
dude.
jealous.
Look, we bought a
Yeah.
real shitty house in a really nice area that's got like 4 acres almost of a property, and I already had a shop on the property and everything. So
Yeah.
it's our shop in the city was 5,500 square feet though, so we had to jam. We had to really
Yeah.
condense. So I got like I have like two 40 foot trailers on the property with for storage and shit like that and stuff like.
Yeah, I'm maxed out. Mine is literally 20 by 30. It's small.
Yeah, it's crazy how nice yours is, though. I can't
Yeah.
organize to save my life, dude.
Well, I have to, or it wouldn't work, you know?
Yeah,
And
that's
then
how I
this is
feel.
just a two-car garage.
I feel that way that I need to also, and my brain don't work that way at all. Like if I start putting things in drawers and stuff, I have no idea where it's at anymore. I'll
Oh,
never
really?
find it again. Yeah. Oh, I have to go through it. I have my toolbox has been my stuff in my toolbox I use all the time. It's always in the same drawers. It's not like my toolbox is nice, like everything's dialed. I still have
Yeah.
to label the drawers. Like I will forget that the ratchets are in this one drawer. The ratchets have always been in that one drawer. The only thing in that drawer is ratchets, and I'll
Yeah.
forget. It's crazy, dude. My brain sucks.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes it takes over me though. Like I need to be working, and I'm like, well, I just let me clean first, or let me do this first. My
yeah. I
shop's a
need that.
mess right now, but like it takes over me.
So then, what are we in right now? Is this part of the shop, or is this another room of the shop?
No, so this is the garage to on my house. So like a two-car
Gotcha.
garage. But
Okay, so
we've
you
never used it for like cars and stuff.
so you have the 2 car garage on the house, and you have a separate shop for the CNCs.
Right. So
Gotcha.
like there's a driveway on this side where like the garage door opens, and
Yep.
that's like the front of the house. And then there's also on this side of the house, there's another driveway that comes
Nice.
on the back side of the garage and then goes all the way back to the shop. So
Nice.
it's not
Nice.
far, it's
Yeah, yeah,
small.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now,
Yeah.
what happens when you eventually upgrade machines and go to like a 3 phase machine, or is that something you haven't? Are just gonna stick with the ones that you got
Well,
now?
I have three-phase capability. Like I can have three-phase dropped. Like the
Oh,
pole is right
nice,
there at the back of my building. And I was
nice.
going to do that, but the one I originally bought is, single. And then I
Yep,
bought the new one as a mini mill. And I was like, I'll just keep it the same. And then,
yeah,
because you have the option to run them both ways. And
yep,
to be
yep.
honest, everybody's like, oh, your electricity bill is going to be super high running it that way. It's not. Everything's on one bill and it's not bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
there's
See, I didn't have
four
the
different
option
air
for
conditioner units.
yeah, I didn't have the option for 3 phase here, so I had to get a phase converter. And it's like
Yeah.
as soon as you turn that thing on, it's like a 32 amp draw nonstop.
Just,
Yeah, and
yeah.
if you forget to turn it off, and you come in the next day and you're like, oh fuck yeah, all night long that thing ran.
Oh yeah.
I've done it. I've done it a handful of times. I'm just like, don't tell the wife.
Are you in Arizona or
I'm in
California?
California.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he's
So
up by Arizona.
we're still like my shop was like 20 minutes from where I live.
Okay.
Yeah, I just live in like a weird area of Southern California where it's like I live like out in the boonies, like where there's nothing. So like
Yeah.
my house is like on propane and shit. Like, we
Oh,
got like a little liquor store market that's close by, but anything else is like 20 to 30 minutes away. Like if you want to go get
really?
if you want to go get like a burrito,
Yeah.
you gotta drive like 30 minutes.
Oh, that'd be tough for me because I'm always like, oh, I forgot something or I need
Oh,
this. I'm like right in the heart of everything. Like the
yeah.
mall is, I could walk there. It's right down the street. Like everything's right around me.
Yeah. It's nice, but it's quiet here, man. Like
Yeah. It's
we
not
get
here.
yeah, it's like because I've lived like I'm not from a big city. Like I grew up
Yeah.
in like a smaller town type area, and then I moved here to Riverside at some point, like 2017, and it's kind of a big city in comparison. Like it's like a 375,000 population,
Yeah.
and then and I'm always like lost and shit, and it's just like traffic, and there's like a lot of shit going on all the time. And
Yeah.
so we lived in the city, and then like we were like 2 blocks from a firehouse. So at least once a week, you got fire right behind, like fire trucks going right behind your house, and you're trying to sleep
Yeah.
and shit like that. And I was just kind of like, oh man, this is dumb. And like here, at least I can like shoot 22s on the property, and we
Yeah.
leave in like side by sides, and there's trails out here. We go ride trails and drink beers and shit. It's kind of
Yeah.
like it's nice to have a little bit more freedom out here. But we're like still like we're still right connected to Riverside essentially. We're just like on the outskirts of it. So it's
Yeah.
like I can get to the freeway in like 20 minutes, you
So the
know.
freeway's behind my house. So,
Oh yeah.
and I thought that was going to be an issue when I moved here. Like the noise, it didn't bother me.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You get used
It's
to
not bad.
everything. I mean, it was weird
Yeah.
when we moved here. We moved here at the end of 21, and it was weird when we moved here because it was so quiet, especially at
Yeah.
night when it's like dark as shit out and there's just fucking no noises, and like you hear all these animals and shit, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is fucking weird now, because you're just used to like cars and
Yeah.
bullshit, and now it's just peaceful and quiet. We have like a hawks that live in our backyard and shit. Like fucking
we have,
Millhouse
they
got me into.
literally race behind my house because it's like
Oh
that's
yeah.
where it opens up and it's just straight for like
Oh yeah.
a mile, and it's like every night it's races, which is
Oh
kind of
god.
fun.
Millhouse got me into hummingbird feeders. So I got like these 2 hummingbird feeders on my back patio now. We had 16 hummingbirds here today at one time. Dude, I'm gonna start charging these little motherfuckers rent, bro.
You're getting old.
Yeah, that food ain't cheap, man. We gotta mix it all up and shit. And these motherfuckers are just drinking like 3 gallons of fucking hummingbird food a day and shit.
That's
I think I
awesome.
got hooked on crack or something.
That's awesome. So your machine's in this shop right here?
Yeah, so like this is kind of like I'm sitting in like our shipping and receiving little area right here, and then
Yeah.
my machine's on the other side of this wall.
Is it just you now, or do you have employees come out there?
Just me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, just me, just trying to still. I'm kind of getting everything on back on its feet and getting things moving again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Been a fucking weird, rough year, and
Yeah.
time to rebuild and fucking move forward. So
Yeah. I
we're
mean,
getting.
even my sales this last 2 months have been shit as far as like
Oh yeah.
internet stuff.
Yup.
But
Yup.
I have a lot of like local customers too that just do random stuff like PGA Tour trophies right now, and like this other car guy that builds all interiors. He's been keeping me busy too, so
Yeah.
that's kind of making up for the internet.
Yeah.
Like my
It's
sales suck on the internet right now.
Yeah, dude, it's just rough right now, man. This whole
Yeah.
world is really weird. Like this, I was telling my wife today when I had to go drop some tins off at a painter, and I was like, man, I kind of can't wait for like November to be over.
Yeah,
Like just to see whatever way this shit's gonna go,
I
and
know.
maybe one way or another. I mean, whatever way it does go, maybe one way or another, everybody can kind of start getting back to some kind of normalcy. You know what I mean? Because this
Yeah,
shit's got
it's
everybody
so
like,
weird. Yeah,
yeah, dude, this shit's got everybody all over the place, dude. I'm over it.
yeah, for sure.
But that's why I just want to do shit like this, man. Try to do shit to where we're having fun again. Like this
No,
whole
this is
year's been
cool.
kind of,
Yeah, some new, fresh something. We need it.
yeah, this year's for us has not been very fun. And I'm like, man, I don't do this to not have fun. I'm tired of this shit. Time to
Yeah,
fucking just get back into doing content and fucking having fun and talking shit. And, even if it's virtual hangout, let's hang out. You know what I mean?
yeah, for
But,
sure. Yeah, this year I canceled. Well, not really canceled. I just like I didn't go to hardly any shows at all.
no,
Anyway,
me
and I
neither.
just stayed here and worked. So that's what I'm going to do next year is try to hit like a lot and a lot more riding. I haven't
Yeah.
rode any this year. I rode
I,
like 4 hours the other day, and that was the only time.
Yeah, I sold my bagger back in like I think I
You
told you already.
did?
Like, yeah, I sold it back in March. I haven't. So I got bikes, but I just projects, and none of them are really running. I'm about ready
Yeah.
to steal my wife's FXR because she don't ride it, and just fucking kind of change a couple of things and make it for me. I told her that in the car today. She's like, "So you're taking the whole bike?" I'm like, "I built it 3 years ago. You rode it like 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the bike that I built and ride it." She's like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "All right, good."
We've been
Glad we
riding
came to
minis,
that.
dude.
What
Like
was it?
The Groms and the 110s.
Oh yeah.
So much fun. Like we
Oh
ride
yeah.
everywhere. We rode 55 miles like 2 Saturdays ago. It's so much fun.
Oh,
Now, like,
that's
it's getting full of minis in here. Like, literally, there's 5 of them.
at least you can get 20 of those for the same price as a Road Glide.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you get like we bought that one, or actually, Jetty bought this one last week, and it's a 2022 for 2 grand.
Oh yeah, all day,
I mean,
all day.
yeah. So I mean,
Yup.
you can't beat it.
No,
Can't beat
that's like I kind of like why I like Sportsters. I just too damn big for
it.
them.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure.
What do you got going on behind you there?
So this is it's an 88 FXR that we're doing for my son. He's
How old is your
14.
son?
14.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he rides more than I do. Like he rides 110 in the Grom a lot. And it was going to be like a just basic, cheap, small build, and then it kind of turned into, yeah. Everything worked out in his favor for
Oh
sure.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So
You got the
yeah,
disease. I can tell just by the floor in that place and all the cabinetry. You got that
I know.
disease where you got to do it right the first time, or you're not going to do it at all.
I know. It's a problem. It's a problem. I know. But it's getting close. I think I have almost everything. I have like a few things to make left on it, like the swing arm and the struts and stuff. But I kind of just mocked some stuff up today where it doesn't look like just a frame sitting there. But yeah, it's an 88. It just got powder coated. We are doing a twin cam. I got the whole drivetrain from Jeremy Lucky Strike,
Okay.
and actually the tins. He has the tins right now too. He's painting them.
Nice.
Um, so, I mean, realistically, we should be done in the next couple of months. We're just kind of taking time, not going in a hurry.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I did 3-inch drop trees. We have the inverted front end. Thunder Max standalone kit.
Is that
Uh,
that's going to be a twin cam also then?
yeah, so it's twin cam.
Yep. Yep.
Um, I came close to doing another M8 because I blew that one up and
Yep.
then got another one. My buddy that builds motors locally, he actually rebuilt that motor. Like he split cases, got it all back together now.
Yep.
So, but the twin cam is it's good, solid way to go,
But
and
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
cheaper.
I mean, I haven't ridden an M8 FXR, but I mean, what size motor was your M8 or is what size motor was the one you blew up in the FXR?
So both the last one was a 114, and the new one is a 114.
I mean, what is that like in an FXR frame? Is it just fucking
Amazing.
gobs of power, dude? Just fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, because we both know that's what it's like on like a touring bike when you get them up to the 131. But even a
yeah,
107 in a tour bike is a fucking fast motor. You
yeah.
know, like
That 124 and that mint one that thing was right. I mean,
yeah,
first, second, like the wheels coming off the ground. Same thing with this one. It wants to come up every time you ride it. It's so
yes.
much fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. I mean, I love the M8 motor. I think that's one of the best motors they've ever fucking done.
I
You
think
know,
it's so easy to make power out of them.
it's crazy, incredibly easy. It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, how can I put? And I think it really most of it comes from the heads, right? And I'm like, can I put those heads on like my twin cam bottom end? I mean, I'm sure you can with a lot of
Did you see that
ingenuity.
guy Born Free? I think was it a shovel head or something with M8 heads on it. It was crazy looking because like the pistons and then those huge heads.
I think no, I don't think I saw it. I saw something weird recently or last year, but now I don't remember what it was. But no, I
Yeah, it
don't. I
was. It
didn't.
wasn't. Well, I didn't know if I saw it this year, but it was last year. This when I saw that one. I think
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
was
I think
weird.
I
Yeah.
did see that. Was that Born Free Texas?
No, California.
Oh, I saw. I mean, I remember looking at some weird ass motor last year, Born Free Texas. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? I can't remember what the fuck I was looking at now.
Unless he
But
came out there as well. I don't remember.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are you coming out this year?
Yeah, I'll be out there this year.
Right. Nice.
Yep. I'm gonna try to do some fucking like thumbing down the road for gas in the fucking motorhome to see if I can get people to give me some free gas or something.
Are you taking that?
Yeah.
You probably buy a
Yeah.
house out there for cheaper.
Yeah, you're probably right, but we gotta split it up a little bit. We gotta bring 2 dogs, and
Yeah.
we're leaving 2 dogs here. 2 dogs are coming with us, and then we gotta bring the trailer out. And
Are your kids
like,
coming?
nah, my
Yeah.
son's in the Air Force now, so he's in Oklahoma. He lives
Okay.
in Oklahoma. He's stationed there. My daughter, she don't give two shits about motorcycles. She's 16, going on 17 here real soon, doing her own thing.
Right on.
You know,
Yeah, my
she's
son's actually coming to this one. It'd be the first time for him.
oh
I was
nice,
like,
yeah.
dude, I was like, bring you 110 and you could just literally ride all day, every day.
Oh yeah, tell him to bring me
Yeah.
one. I'll just hang out with him and not do
Yeah.
anything.
We're bringing like 4, I think. So you can just have one.
Perfect, perfect. No, it'd be fun to bring the kids. They don't care about this kind of stuff. It's unfortunate, but that's life.
Yeah, he's ate up just like I am with this stuff, so it's just great.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love it.
yeah. So how much work has he been doing on this bike, or have you been doing it all?
He like I had him cut all the tabs off, get everything ready for like the twin cam kit.
Yep,
To be honest, that's about all he's done. He's been drawing some parts a little bit on some things.
yep.
But yeah. So on this assembly, I'm gonna have him be more of a part of it. And he still needs to pull out the drivetrain out of that other frame that we have. So
Gotcha.
because it was Jeremy, it's like an O2 Street Glide or something.
Yep.
We just got the whole drivetrain in the frame still.
Gotcha.
So
Are you able to move the camera around on the tripod to get a better angle of the bike?
yeah.
Show off some of the fancy stuff.
Here, I'll just take it out. All right, so we just got Legends the other day for it. They were on sale, so and actually yesterday the little inner plate from FXR Division.
Yep.
Super clean. And then I made this. So he wants everything black, like far as all the extra stuff. The paint is going to be wild, but so I'm just playing with textures. It's a gloss black frame, and then I did like the mini text plate, and it's bolted in from the back. And I'm going to do a lot of that like mini texture and gloss throughout, but all the welded in back brace, and then the Dyna kickstand cross member.
Yep.
Welded in the top. The trees are just sitting up in there, but I did 3-inch drop trees, and then clean motos headlight.
Yep.
These aren't the risers, they're bars. But we're just mocking up these risers. We are going to run this gauge bucket in gauge.
What gauge is that off of?
That is a Dakota Digital.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. And then so here's his front end. We still got to get it coated. There's a lot of coatings. Like all this chrome will be either textured or gloss black. What else got? And then we went with Brad's gas cap, the little digital from FXR Division gas gauge. Super cool.
Yep.
And then the extra little light. I run these because I don't use the pivot anymore. So I run these lights down here off that pivot.
Yeah. I saw that when you on that last time. That's pretty cool.
Because I cut those off before, and there's so much like porosity in those castings and stuff. It has like little pockets in there, and it looks like shit. So I figured it needs something there, and it works well.
Did that light does that light actually help? How bright are those little rigid lights?
Dude, super bright. So this headlight is
right.
not much of a headlight. Yeah. So I mean, it glows pretty good, but that little one actually gets you down the road.
Yeah, the people can see you with the glow, but you're basically using that little headlight for everything else.
Yeah, and then the minis for sure.
You got one of those lights on each mini?
No. And then here's his drivetrain.
Nice.
Twin cam we're doing.
Are you gonna pull the motor completely apart and everything, and do all the coating on the motor and all the fun stuff too?
Well, we actually got another twin cam on accident the other day.
On accident? Went to the grocery store for some peaches, and I came home with this twin cam.
Pretty much. I ended up trading Jetty some stuff out, and he has a built 117 twin cam. So,
nice.
And it's already all black, like gloss and texture, just like we're doing it.
Yep.
So that's what I'm actually going to put in here, and then like the primary and all that stuff will powder coat on this. So
now, I mean, this is your boy's first bike. Are you at all worried about giving him a hopped up motor like that and things like that? Like,
yes and no, because I know how he rides. Like the 110, the front tire is probably brand new. He rides wheelie everywhere he goes, and I just told him he can't do that on this yet, because it's gonna be super nice. Like I'm worried about the paint and everything, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm a little nervous to be honest.
Maybe invest in some nice crash bars for him.
I don't want to think that. I let him ride my FXR, so I mean he's fine.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So he's ridden Harleys before.
Yeah, he rode my FXR, and then technically this Fat Boy is his, because right before my dad passed away, he gave this to him, and then we're just kind of a little side project. We're running Justin's fenders, and I have the rear one still to put on, and the rear wheel and stuff like that. But yeah, this is his.
Kind of doing like a little Vicla on there.
Yeah, I love that look.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And the rear fender and the rear wheel, I went to 18 rear spoke with a white
Oh
wall.
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited about that.
Yeah, and those fenders are fucking just so cool, man, with that fucking,
Dude,
you know, that
I
welded
don't,
on textured piece. I don't know what you want to call it, but that formed piece, man, it just makes those fenders look so nice.
I love the fenders. Yeah, I'm super stoked on that. I need to hurry to get that done. I have way too many projects. Normally, I don't do these things. Like usually, I just have like one thing going in the garage, and
Yeah.
then my work. I have too many. Like I have Jetty's bagger, and then Hudson's FXR, and then his other bike, and it's too much shit right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some make money, some take money.
Most of it just takes.
Yep, yep. That's how I feel, man. I keep I like before we went to South Dakota this year in July, like I finished every bike I had in my shop that needed to, something to work on. Like because I get sidetracked a lot, so I can't work on bikes all the time. I'm like all the machine, I'm doing computer shit, like you know what I mean. So my
Yeah,
bike time is very slim. Like I've been working on my FXR for fucking 2 years already, and all it has is a shitty frame with a transmission sitting inside it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
and it's so I get sidetracked. So I was like, oh, I'm not taking on any bikes the rest of the year. And the guy that I sold my bagger to, he's like, hey, do you think you can do a once over on everything? I was like, oh yeah, sure, bring it down to me. And he's 6 hours away, so he's trailering it down here, and the strap breaks on the trailer, and the bike falls over. So now I took on a full insurance job. That's what the tins I dropped off today and shit, so they can get like painted and shit. I'm like, fuck, now I got a whole, just took on something I shouldn't necessarily
yeah.
just because I'm so busy, but I'll get it done. But it's like, oh man, now I got this other thing to work on, and I can't even work on, like, I'm trying to work on my chopper, and I can't even work on my chopper to try to get a bike to go and to ride a bike. You know what I mean? I got to work on another bike now.
Yeah.
But it's life,
That's
man.
and
It's
that's kind of how like Jetty's bagger went. Like he was like, "Oh yeah, I just want this and this put on if you don't mind doing that." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, no problem." And then when he gets here, he's like, "Oh yeah, we'll do subframe, swing arm, and yeah, let's do this mids." I'm like, "Okay." So he just kept turning in more and more, but it came out pretty cool.
Have you on that bagger? Have you guys done the bars and rises and all that stuff on it already?
So I did. I had Rob make me these bars because on the new ones they're totally different without the
Yep,
cutouts and everything.
yep, yep,
So I kept the stock risers and did like a high bend bar
yep.
just to keep that screen open. And then
Yeah,
I did the red spacer in the middle. This bike is filthy, by the way.
yeah,
But as far as a bar job, they made it super simple. Have you done one of these yet?
yeah. I did our 10-inch riser and our. Are you there
Can you hear
still?
me? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I had a phone call come through. Um, and I ended up just having to take one of our set of bars and like drill the new holes and everything in it to make it work. But we do have our bars all being sampled for the new bikes here soon. I've just been waiting for the samples to come in so I can approve them, and then we'll have the 20 in all of our bends.
Yeah.
Did it
This is
freeze? Did I freeze again?
yeah.
Yes, I got to put my phone on do not disturb when we do these because this has happened last time I froze and then you could just hear me. So that's what you're getting now.
That's fine. We did a bunch of little things on this one, but I wanted to keep it very CVO ST style.
Yep.
And so we did the subframe and just like a little bit of red accents. And half that stuff's at coating right now. The swing arms at powder coating. But like we sunk the reservoirs in behind the taillights.
Oh, that's cool.
And then Renegade Customs that does the interiors, he did this seat and it is like laser etched out.
Oh,
And
that's cool.
then he took the CVOST from the stock seat and put it in this seat. And like it's got like a little bit of a hump there. I mean, he
Yeah,
did an
yeah, yeah.
amazing job on that seat.
Yeah, that looks cool. I like those that pattern he did in the center there. That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm making he wanted a rack on the back for like luggage, and then
Yep.
I'm cutting out the same pieces in the luggage rack and then doing a red plate underneath it as well.
He just needs a rack on the back to store his shirt on.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think I've ever seen that dude with a shirt on. I don't think I recognize him.
Bless his heart. So these are the brake pads. They're huge for like normally for the front brake or the rear brake. So I ran these for the rear pegs. I just bought another one, and they work good for the pegs. And I still use the stock boards, but they're mids now. but
Gotcha.
just all that stuff's off. But and I did the 121 inside the breather,
Oh, that's cool.
and then I knurled the crash things using them as Howie pegs now.
Oh, nice.
So it's just a bunch of little knickknack things on this one. It's just super cool. I
Yeah.
love like if I could afford a new bike right now, this would be it. This bike is amazing.
Yeah, they're you know, I'm not there's certain things I like about them, there's certain things I dislike about them. I think they overdid it with the hand controls. There's so many damn buttons on them now.
Oh, I don't know anything. Like, and I still get confused when I start it because you
Yeah.
don't like hold the button, you just touch it and
Yeah,
it
it's weird.
starts and it's
Yeah.
up top.
Yeah. It's but that I went, you know, because I had one here for a few months and I would ride it around a little bit. I borrowed one from J&L Harley out there in South Dakota.
Yeah,
And you know, in its stock formation, it definitely felt like more nimble than a their predecessor, you know.
yeah,
Um, but there was just like it's like there. I'm not a big fan of the giant electronic screen just because I'm like, yeah, that's gonna fucking go out, you know.
well, they actually have. I've heard of them,
Oh, I
but
know. Yeah,
as far as functionality though, I love it. The gauges
yeah,
are there, everything's there.
I
I
I
don't
definitely
know it
like the
yet though.
customizable, like the way you can move your gauges around. I like the
Yeah,
fact that you could change your tune on the fly. Some of those features are very fun and functional.
yeah,
I like the way you can move things with your iTunes and stuff for your map and blah blah blah. You know, that kind
yeah,
of technology stuff was fun. But the problem I have with Harley and technology is the reality is Harley's never been good at technology. Like the Pan Americas have so
yeah,
many issues, and those things are fully electronic. And it's just when I'm out riding, man, I just kind of don't want to have to deal with all that shit. Not that I like my bagger had a Sony head unit, so I had CarPlay and all that stuff. But I just do it
yeah,
to see my map. I'm not even using the stereo. Usually, I just listen to my Lexan, you know. So
yeah.
I don't know. It's cool and it's great, and like, but like the controls, the hand controls were a little too much for me. I mean, I'm sure if I had one, I wouldn't be like mad about it. It was just like, man,
Right.
there's a lot going on here now, you
Yeah,
know.
and I didn't learn like I literally rode this bike for an hour maybe, so I
Yeah,
didn't even play with any of that. But as
yeah,
far as like the riding of it and the power for a stock bike,
they
it's
feel
you
good.
can't beat it. Yeah, you can't
It,
beat it.
it definitely feels lighter on its toes.
Yeah,
Um, and I don't know why that is. I think they shedded some weight, but it definitely feels lighter on its toes for whatever reason that is. And it does. I got to do. Maybe I did like 50 or 60 miles on the one that I had. I didn't do a whole lot, but I could
yeah,
definitely feel the difference right away. And I was like, I can see how these bikes are going to take over. Um, but they are a pretty penny. They ain't
yeah.
cheap.
No, yeah, it's a lot of money. I think they're
Yeah.
what 45,000 or something.
Yeah, I think the base model is like around 38 or something like that. I mean, it's just,
Yeah,
I mean, nothing's cheap anymore. All the price on everything has gone up so much, it just makes it hard to swallow to buy a bike like that. Then knowing too that you're gonna still put another fucking $20,000 into it.
and that's the thing. So I just bought a bagger for myself again, 2020 Road King, and
Yep.
like it looks like a piece of shit, but I'm like I really like laid it all out. I use 20% maybe, like the
Yeah,
bottom half of the motor, the front
yeah,
half of the frame, and the bags on this one is the only thing I'm using.
yeah. That's what I said.
So
I've said that. I wish Harley would come out with a builder kit where you can like
yeah,
customize what you want because all we need is the front portion of the frame. The
yeah,
and at this point, S&S makes full M8 motors. We don't even necessarily need any of their motor anymore. We need the
yeah,
primary, the inner and outer primary. We'll take the starter and
yeah.
the wiring harness, and I think that's really it. That's all you need to build a bike anymore.
I know. And so I paid, like 11 grand for it.
Oh, that's not
And
a bad price though.
no, because I don't need all of it. So, and
Yeah,
I'm building another one kind of like the Mint one, but just a little different.
yeah.
Oh, here's Hudson's wheels and rotors.
Oh, nice,
So he's doing Lindall's with the rotors, and then Saddleman did him a seat for him in his
nice.
post. So super cool.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, this
Yeah, he's
kid's
going to
gonna be
be.
hyped.
Yeah, I was like, do you realize what you're getting? I don't think he really realizes it. So
The
I,
problem is, do you realize you're gonna have grandkids real quick here when he rolls into
I,
high school in that thing?
I know, and he's a good-looking little son of a bitch too, and it's not helping. I'm worried.
Oh man, they're gonna fucking call you Papa, my machinist.
No, we don't need to talk that way. That's the last thing I need.
Oh, jeez.
But that's about
No,
it on this one. I'm super excited. I can't wait to get it done. I can't wait to get all these projects done so I can start on that other bagger.
yeah, no, it's very cool, man. I'm excited to see what you do with it. I'm excited, like once you kind of get you get some time in it. I'd love to jump on with another episode, and that's kind of the fun thing about this series is that we can kind of come in the beginning and in the middle and at the end, so we kind of see the whole thing as it goes. So
Yeah, I think it's cool. And like Mikey, God, I watched his last week, and that dude is taking the word builder to the next level. Like
oh, he's a
it is
rocket
insane.
scientist, man.
Yeah, like the narrowness and everything. Like if you don't know what you're looking at, you don't know what you're looking at. But that thing is going to be crazy. Like he
Yeah,
basically completely built that frame.
yeah, his style too. Like, I'm a big fan of like making things look factory. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's and his style is right there with what I love to see. And I know I mean, the bikes that he's already done, he's knocked out of the park so far. It's out of control. But this one, I think, is going to be on a whole nother level. I'm super excited to see it, and it's going to be fun doing another episode with him as well. He was
yeah,
the first guinea pig for this series, and I definitely want to go back as this series kind of moves forward. And my goal is to do this every Thursday, and launch a YouTube live every Thursday for people. And it's going to be great to get him back on as he kind of starts doing his real assembly right now that he's gotten going on.
yeah. So they all have to be ready for the tour. I mean, we're all what a month away, less than a
Yep.
month away.
Yep.
Yeah, so he has a lot of work. I mean, there's a lot of them have a lot of work, but they're going to look freaking great. Speed
Oh
Merchant's
yeah.
bike is so sick.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some killers on this card this year, and it's exciting to see. It's just fun, man. Getting people involved, getting people building bikes, getting you know the unfortunate part about sometimes the word bike building kind of has been a little convoluted over the years, and there's bike assembly and there's bike building, and it's cool
Yeah,
to see something that is kind of bringing the term back to it's what it's meant to be, and getting these guys not only building them but then riding them, and there's a lot of intricate work going on. It's not just I don't mean to discount it, but anybody can throw some parts on a bike, But to do some of the stuff that these guys are doing, like I wouldn't. If you told me, hey, let's narrow this frame, I'd be like, yeah, go for it, dude. I'll watch. I have no idea where to start. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I used to work at a place that only built frames. I don't even know where to start on that kind of shit. You
yeah.
got
Like
me.
he cut that thing completely up. I was nervous for him, but it's already going back together, and it looks great.
Yeah,
Like,
he really is a phenomenal dude, man. He's a very talented guy, and he's just a super. And I don't even like to use this word, but he's such a humble guy, man. And
oh yeah,
he deserves every moment of it, dude. I know what he's gonna put together. I know it's gonna be something crazy, man. And I'm just excited to be a fly on the wall to see it.
for sure. And that when we're all together and riding down the road with all the custom bikes, like last year, that was like the highlight of everything. Was literally everybody riding on the bikes they just built, going down the highway together. Was There's nothing like it, you know?
I'm surprised nobody crashed with all the boners. It wasn't even the
Yeah.
boners from the people driving by. It was all your guys' boners because it's that moment right there when you're just on the road riding this bike, all the hard work you just put in. That's the moment that it all just kind of comes to your brain because it's like that moment of wind and silence, and you're just
Yeah.
like, I fucking did it. And you're with all the other people that I'm sure you guys have your own chat thread going back and forth
Oh
bullshit,
yeah.
and you're with your
Yeah.
people that you have been dealing with for the last 6, 8, 10 months, and it's like we fucking did it. And that moment right there, you all were just riding under these big ass fucking boners.
Oh, it was so much fun. It was so much stress up to that point, and then like
Oh,
once you're going down the road, it's like, who cares what happens now? It was great, you know?
yeah, yeah. If we break down, we break down. Who cares? We're all
Yeah.
together. We all made it this far. We did fucking 2 minutes of riding. Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, for sure. And this year
No,
is the riding or the route we're going this year is like super nice, like scenic, not just highway. So it's gonna be a good time.
yeah, yeah. No, you guys are going up to Paul's, right? You guys gonna meet at Bare Knuckle Paul's?
Yeah. So Bare Knuckle Paul, he's actually one of the sponsors this year as well, and we're starting at like basically his shop area, and then
Uh
riding to Frank Speed Dealers, and then Hot Springs, which is about 45 minutes from here,
huh.
and then Hot Springs to Dallas, Strokers at Dallas, and then to Born Free. So it's like
Nice.
a whole week of riding. and then you get to enjoy the Thursday through Sunday at Born Free.
Oh, that's cool, man. I would love to. One day I'll ride with you guys.
Yeah, come on
But
out.
yeah, unfortunately, I got to drive the motorhome to Texas to meet you guys. So
Yeah, so when I come back here to Hot Springs, I'm going to grab my truck and trailer and everything, and then I have to drive it the rest of the way
yeah,
because I have to
what's
bring
up?
a booth.
It's about a 4 day drive for us in the motorhome. So
Oh,
just
at what,
because like
7 miles a gallon?
I can, if I keep it around 65, I get about 6 miles to the gallon. So
Jeez.
but it's driving those big motorhomes, it just kind of beats you up a little bit more. So I do about like I can do up to 800 miles in a day, but I usually keep it around like 500-600 just so I'm not like beat the shit out of myself, and tired as fuck the next day.
Yeah.
So I kind of got my route already planned, and I got to start booking campsites and stuff. But
Are you
and
getting there Wednesday or Thursday?
I should get there either. I'm gonna leave Sunday, so I should get there Wednesday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll all
Yeah,
be there Thursday.
yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I'm gonna bring the Misfits FXR out, so I'll have a bike to ride. Unless I can miraculously get my chopper together, then I'll bring my chopper. But I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Um,
Right on.
I had goals to do it after Born Free California, but then those goals went to shit. So, but
I
I'll bring
understand.
I'll bring the FXR out, so at least I'll have a bike to ride. So maybe just can cruise around a little bit. But
Yeah,
maybe I'll
for
try
sure.
to make it out to Dallas for the Strokers event.
No, it'll be a good time.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, yeah, keep us posted on this bike, man. I'd love to see it as it comes together a little bit more. And, let's do another episode, man. I appreciate you taking the time and having you on. It's,
Right on. It's an honor being a part of it, and I really appreciate you reaching out.
yeah, for sure, for sure. We'll stay in touch like we do, and we'll get another episode in another couple weeks, or maybe after Born Free. We'll see what happens. And,
Yeah.
I think next week we may have Mr. Make Choppers Not Friends on from another FXR tour.
This is looking sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's ready. I got to read my DM, but we may have him on for next week. So let me see. But
Yeah, just go ahead and knock out all the builders just in a
yeah,
row.
I kind of taking the opportunity. I'm like, yeah, I know they all got bikes on the list.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right on.
Right
Well,
on,
thank you
guys.
again, and yeah, just reach out whenever you want to do it again.
All right, sounds good, Justin. You take care, buddy. Good to see you.
All right, you too. See ya.
Bye.